Black Clover is the official outfitter of Deseret News Rewind. Get 20% off any order on blackcloverusa.com by using the code DNR20 at checkout. And if you want to feel the clothes, get an in-person shopping experience, go to their store just off the 123rd South exit in Draper next to the water park. Again, go to blackcloverusa.com, use the code DNR20 at checkout, and get 20% off any order from Black Clover.
Welcome into Valhalla on the campus of Pleasant Grove High School for Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Lister with you tonight. The Skyridge Falcons take on the Pleasant Grove Vikings, and this should be a fun one. Of course, Skyridge coming off the big win on Friday night against American Fork, powered by the 7 threes from Colby Carter, and also Duncan Reed going over a career 2,000 points. Going to be a big night again tonight for Skyridge. Now, granted, every night's a big night within Region 4 play, and they're going to have a very focused and very amped up team to take on tonight in the Pleasant Grove Vikings. PG dropped their first game in Region. Not that they lost to Lone Peak on Friday night, and a stunner, if you will, to see Lone Peak come into Valhalla and get a win against PG. And not only that, tonight they were without their longtime head coach, Randy McAllister, who is home dealing with COVID. And Coach, know he's watching. Coach, our thoughts are with you. Hope everything's going well. I did hear from him. He said he's feeling okay, but wish the absolute best for him, and hopefully we're able to see him on the sideline very, very soon, and he'll be able to get over everything as quickly as possible. But we're going to have a fun night tonight watching Skyridge and PG. On the floor to start for Skyridge is Colby Carter, Duncan Reed, Dallin Yates, Parker Christensen, and Nick Holland. For PG, it is Isaac Vaha, Dylan Jones, Caden Adams, Jordan Ross, and Daniel Mitten. It'll be Yates and Vaha to jump it up. And we're underway on the Rewind Sports Network. Hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. As we start first with the Vikings, as Vaha, the future Utah Ute football player, goes inside, and it's an opening two for Caden Adams. As quickly in transition comes Skyridge. Coach Gardner told me that transition, actually both sides told me transition on both ends is going to be a big deal tonight. Skyridge wants to push the ball up the floor quickly, and they know they've got to get back quickly, as PG will run it with the best of them. Duncan Reed cross court to Colby Carter. And it's so good to have students back in our high school sports, as Reed's three is short, and the rebound saved in by Carter right to Holland. Parker Christensen into the corner, Colby Carter. And the three is off the mark. We got a foul on the rebound. And it's going to be on, I think, on Isaac Vaha. And it is. An interesting call, to say the least. First personal foul on Vaha, first of the game. It's been inbound to Carter, and we'll reset here with Parker Christensen. Vaha comes on the switch. Christensen pirouette in the lane, left-hander to the rim, and Skyridge on the board. A minute into this one, 6:55 on a rolling clock in the first quarter. There's Jordan Ross working on Holland, pulls for three. Ross short. Oh, and an interesting call here against Daniel Mitten. And I'm shocked that was one. It looked like he just kind of lost his footing, but either way. Up the floor now is 2 team fouls on PG. Try to go high-low into Reed, and Duncan Reed cannot handle it cleanly. And it'll be Viking basketball. 6:36 left in the opening quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, no Coach Randy McAllister on the bench tonight for PG. Coach McAllister home with a positive COVID test. We'll see if that plays into this game a little bit later, as a three on the way from Dylan Jones is short, and a rebound to Holland. Holland give it up to Reed. Duncan gets inside the defender and lays it in, and the first 2 points for Duncan Reed. As you mentioned, went over the 2,000 point mark for his career. As we got a foul on the drive. This will go against Duncan. A nice take there by Dylan Jones, but Duncan well behind the pace set by his father, Randy Reed. He was a star at Spanish Fork High School in the early 90s. And guys like Brandon Gurney told me those guys just walked the ball up the floor and didn't shoot. And Randy Reed scored about 2,400 points nearly in his career. 3 on the way from Mitten is short. And the rebound taken by Holland. Parker Christensen nearly brought down Rain with that shot. On the push now with Mitten. Probably that's Dylan Jones, rather. McAdams now to Ross. Ross along the baseline and able to finish. Nice take and finish by the sophomore, Jordan Ross. Bright future in front of him. His father, Ronnie Ross, on the staff for Coach Madsen at UVU. Basketball Madsen, that is. 3 from Holland is short. Saved in by Reed, right to Colby Carter. And Carter with his first 2. As I mentioned, had 7 threes on Friday night. And his first 2 here. 5:05 to go in the quarter. Minton gives it up to Ross. Ross goes at Holland again, and Jordan Ross ties us up early at 6 points. Quickly up the floor comes Yates. Yates pirouettes in and scores. And that's that quick transition that Coach Gardner wanted and that PG knew was coming. Here's McAdams going inside to Vaha. Faces up on Yates. Vaha got it. Nice finish there by Isaac Vaha. Quickly coming Yates on the other end. And Yates, that quick 2 and a timeout taken by PG. And we'll take it with them. We got a fast one here. 4:13 left in the first quarter. You're watching Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
When I go to an employer, I have military experience and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
And welcome back into Valhalla. Dusty Litster with you. Just a reminder that if you ever see that National Guard logo sitting there, I'm waiting for music to go by so we don't have any copyright issues and messing up our feed here on YouTube. But hope you're enjoying the feed wherever you are. Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. Over 120 job training opportunities available at the National Guard. Up to $20,000 in a signing bonus, depending on the job training opportunity you choose. Go to nationalguard.com to learn more. The 3 off the mark, and then the offensive board goes in the hands of McCaden Adams. It's a 3 on the way from, I believe, off the bench. Coming in is Tanner Hanks. Knocks down the 3. Almost said Conway. That's a name from the past, as that ball's knocked out of bounds. Good hands by Michael Mitten. It'll stay here with Skyridge. 3:37 left in the first quarter. You have to see Reed get loose here as they go inside to Yates, and Yates gets a +1. A soft one coming on PG's number 22, Daniel Mitten. And it'll be Yates going to the line looking for the 3-point play. Carter comes off the floor. I believe it was Christensen that came back on as Vaha comes on for PG. And Yates short on the free throw. Jory with the rebound. Jory comes off the bench and gets a big offensive board. Sitting in the corner of Vaha, looks inside to Yates. There's good hands there by Tanner Hakes, knocked that one loose. As here comes Reed, pull up Jay is there. Duncan Reed game is so smooth, and when it's on, it's a thing to watch. Such a soft shot, moves so fluidly. Vaha sends out Mitten. Pump the three, drives and lays it in. As we're inside of 3 minutes, down to 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the quarter. Reed trying to go inside to Yates, and it's poked away by Hanks. Here comes Ross. Ross again with the offhand and finishes, and the sophomore Jordan Ross with 6 points in the quarter, and it's PG up 15-14. Timeout, Coach Gardner. 2:32 left in the first quarter. You're watching Falcon basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
2:32 left in the first quarter. Dusty Litster with you. The Rewind Sports Network presented by Heidemann & Associates. If you got any law needs, go to our friends at Heidemann & Associates. Learn more at www.utah.law. Find the location nearest you. As Holland's shot blocked. And now on the run with Vaha. Quickly ahead to Mitten. Transition three short. And rebound taken by Holland. Quickly ahead now to Duncan Reed. He's got Yates. Yates able to get that one blocked from behind, but they're going to get him with the body, I suppose, as that goes on Dylan Jones. And it'll put Yates at the line to shoot two. You see that transition from Skyridge and how opponent can be as we're tied at 15. Coming in is Hunter Powell in favor of Michael Mitten. As Yates gets them both. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. An entertaining first quarter at that. Outside with Hanks. Now Ross put on the floor. Ross cut off by Holland. Send back up top to Jones. Dillon give it up to Vaha now on the angle. That's Hunter Powell. Now it's Ross. Inside finds Vaha, lefty to lefty, and Vaha lays it in. That's a rare lefty to lefty combination in the state of Utah. As Parker Christensen gets the foul on Vaha, it'll be Christensen at the line to shoot two. And I think that is number 2 on Vaha. Give it to Isaac, because that will go to Hanks. First free throw is off the mark from Christensen. And Parker splits the pair, and we're tied at 17. 1:29 left in the quarter. 5 team fouls on PG, 1 on Skyridge. And you'll probably see that change in the second quarter. There's Jones up top of Vaha. Hanks terminates, try to get into Vaha. Look it around, here's Jones going at Reed. Step back Jay and Dylan Jones. The long range 2. 55 seconds to go in the quarter. Reed goes high post to Yates, going at Vaha. Send out to Holland. Holland comes off the screen right to the rim, floats it and banks it in. Nice take and finish by Nick Holland. 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Now 30 seconds. Jones straight away with Reed. Back up top to Ross, working on Holland. 20 seconds now. Oh, nice find. And a block by Yates. We got a foul on the shot. It'll go on Yates. And that'll put Hanks at the line to shoot two with 17.4 seconds left in the first quarter. And just the second team foul on the Falcons. Hanks knocks down the first. Of course, Hanks came off the bench and knocked down his first shot of the night, a deep three-pointer. As Levi Bogus comes off the bench. And knocks down the second as well, 21-19. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Down to 10. Christensen up top, Carter, now Holland. 3 seconds, Holland inside is fouled. It'll be free throws for Holland, but it'll be free throws for Skyridge the entire second quarter. So that foul goes to Levi Boggs. As Holland rolls in the first. Reed and Yates come off the floor, not picking up any cheap fouls. Braden Kagan on the floor. Is that free throw missed? It's Jones with the heave. Catches some glass, and that's about it. A fun first quarter comes to an end. It is PG leading Skyridge 21-20. You're watching Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Welcome into the start of the second quarter. Dusty Litster with you on the Rewind Sports Network. Colby Carter sent up top to Reed. As we had a fun first quarter, 21-20. The lead for PG is Duncan Reed short on that J, and the rebound taken by Adams. Caden Adams bringing up the floor now to Ross. Ross goes to the corner, and there's the foul as McCaden Adams draws the foul on Parker Christensen. 24-on-24 crime, as that's the third team foul on Skyridge, the first on Christensen. There's Mitten. Out to Ross. Ross went at Holland a few times, 6 points in the first quarter. Mitten. And now Adams. Caden going at Ross. Pardon me, at Christensen, rather. Mitten on the drive, goes at Yates, floats it, no. Rebound still loose, so we're going to have a loose ball foul. I believe this is going to be on Duncan Reed. And that will be the fourth team foul on Skyridge. As Jory will come off the bench in favor of Duncan Reed. That's number 2 on Duncan. Inbound to Jones, a 3 off the mark, and the rebound claimed by Jory. Carter with the flyby, and Carter knocks down the 2. I was talking with Coach Gardner about if he was surprised about Colby Carter knocking down the 7 threes on Friday. He said, no, he said he's a good shooter. So we weren't surprised he could knock him down. They left him open, and he hit him. Nothing but praise for Colby, as you would expect. Colby now with 4 points tonight. Is Vaha going to go out? Yates sends out to Adams. And McCaden Adams knocks down the 3. PG back on top, 24-22. 5:15 to go in the half. Christensen cut off by Mitten, and they're going to give him the travel. They always pick on the left-hander. As Christensen called for the travel. Mitten comes off the floor. And I believe back on is Daniel Mitten. As he comes in for Michael. There's Daniel straight away looking at Jory. Now Jones. Dylan Jones a step back. Nice D by Jory. Look inside. Mitten gets around Christensen and gets the 2. 4-point advantage now for PG. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. Where's the offense going to come from for Skyridge? They go into Yates. Nice lob, and Yates able to finish, but that was just about as much about the pass from Christensen as it was the finish from Yates. 5:25 left in the half. Adams, nice take. Gets the bump and it rolls off. Carter going to hit the foul and it will put McCaden Adams at the line. First free throw good. Going to welcome students back to the arena. The student sections can come back. I think there's a limited number, but it's so nice to see them back here. It's been so sterile covering basketball this year without any students as the Adams splits the pair. It's 27-24, 5:15 on a rolling clock here in the first half. Reed goes inside to Yates, powers his way in, blocked from behind by Adams. Carter takes the bump, count the bucket. Colby Carter in everyone's favorite block charge situation, and Carter gets the benefit of the call after quite the block by McCaden Adams. It'll be Carter at the line looking for the three-point play. Well, Brandon Gurney knows, is the men's volleyball scene big in Utah? Because, I mean, that was quite some ups there by Adams. I know Gurney loves covering volleyball. He's nodding his head yes. Is the Deseret News cast-off crew hanging out here at Pleasant Grove. And the free throw good. 27-all. 5 minutes to go in the half as Ross hangs back rim, gets it back after the rebound by Mitten. Ross hanging on a pivot, gives it up. I don't know how they're saying it was tipped. 3 on the way from Adams, goes in and out. Should say down and out. That ball is 3/4 of the way down. Nice drive, and Carter lays it in. So that kid is setting himself up for the second half of region play. Colby Carter, back-to-back strong performances for the junior. There goes Ross. Oh, a little clear out, no whistle. And then the rebound to Parker Christensen. Holland Straight away, Yates for three. Short rebound again to Carter. He had it, he went right back up. Yates. They send to the corner. Reed was set up on the angle, and that ball's out of bounds. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the half. And a 2-point advantage for Skyridge. After 2 tough games to start region, how about the last 2 games for Skyridge? The AF game and now here tonight. Caden Adams up top to Mitten. On the angle now with Jordan Ross. Adams gets around Christensen, loses footing. Mitten a series of moves and gets it. Making like Charlie Conway. All kinds of moves. Nice find, and it's Yates with a panted finish after pushing the ball off the floor. Gonna make Coach Wooden proud. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the half. As always, our broadcast or mental toughness comes from the RJ Performance Group. Go to rjpg.net and rjpg.net to set up an appointment. Hanging on a pivot. Won't go. Vaha with the board and bucket. .255 to go. And we're going to have a kick against PG. One down near side with Skyridge. Reed up top now to Christensen. Parker sends to Yates. Yates cut off by Vaha. Holland and nobody home. Christensen thought the ball was tipped and they're saying no sir. We'll go the other way with PG. 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the half. Amazingly, we have not had penalty free throws for Skyridge. They came into this quarter in the penalty. Not yet to take one yet. 17 fouls to PG, 5 to Skyridge. Possession belongs to Pleasant Grove. And a steal by Colby Carter. And Carter, oh, he misses the dunk. In shades of the JV game, we had the same situation in the JV game. A missed dunk. The offensive player went to get the rebound. They did not give the technical in the JV game. They're giving it here in the varsity game. And it's just a difference in being JV and varsity. You can't blame Carter for the immediate, oh no. I'm trying to reach the ball as Jones made the first and the second. That just does not happen that often. Yeah, we got here early and had the exact same situation in the JV game. And Skyridge was livid. Could not get the same call. 2:10 left in the half. 33-31. PG looking to take advantage after the technical free throws. Outside with Jones. Goes into Vaha. Back to the corner. Mitten for three. Won't go. And the rebound to Christensen. On the run. Got numbers. Christensen around Jones, and he's fouled. And he'll put Parker Christensen at the line to shoot two. That'll be the 8th team foul on Pleasant Grove. As the foul is charged to Dylan Jones. Conley knocks down the first. As Jones comes off in favor of Hunter Powell. Minute 49 to go in the half. And we're all tied up. Ross cut off by Holland. Good D. Powell out to Vaha. Nice defense by Yates. Now Powell into the corner, Mitten. And Jory sticking with him. Now into Vaha, working on Yates. Step back, lefty, yes. Minute 10 to go in the half, and a 2-point advantage for Pleasant Grove. Here comes Holland. Adams in for the steal. Here's Reed. Duncan, pull up 2, back rimmed. And the rebound taken by Howells. We're inside of a minute left. Down to 50 seconds. And Ross fouled in transition. It'll be a foul on the floor, but it will be one-on-one free throws for Jordan Ross, as that will be the 7th team foul on the Falcons, as Carter will come in favor of Jory with 50.8 seconds left in the half. So a high-scoring first quarter, met by a medium scoring here in the second. Remember, it was 21-20 at the end of the first. 14-13. Score here. And missing the the front end, and it's Minton with the board and then draws the foul. These are 2 free throws here for Minton as he knocks down the first. If you remember, I mentioned it was 6-1 in team fouls. Folks, it's now 8-8. We talked about that will always even out. As both free throws good there. So 45 seconds remaining and a 4-point advantage for PG. Here are the Maroons after the loss on Friday to Lone Peak. 10 seconds. 5 seconds, 4, 3. Adams to the rim, send to the corner. Howell at the horn, and it's long. Hunter Powell had a good look, couldn't knock it down. But it's a 4-point advantage for PG as we head to the half. Skyridge hanging in there in what should be an outstanding second half. Halftime score, Pleasant Grove 37, Skyridge 33. You're watching Falcon basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
I'm Dusty Lister with Deseret News Rewind, the most comprehensive video coverage of high school sports in the state of Utah. We cover every major sport in the state, bringing you live streams of all the top sports all the way through their state championship games. In football season, we bring the Sunday experience on Friday night. There's nothing else like it with Deseret News Rewind Live, bringing red zone coverage to high school football in the state of Utah. And one of the top videos we have is our top 5 plays, where we take in all the film that we shoot from our games, from video swap partners, and also the schools themselves and fans sending us videos for the Deseret News Rewind top 5 plays and performances of every single week. And then one of our crown jewels is the part interruption style show, Deseret News Rewind. Myself and Dane Stewart recapping the week that was in both boys and also in the girls sports as well, and talking about the kids and breaking things down to a granular level to reach right to the hearts of the parents and the students throughout the state of Utah. The purpose of what we do with Deseret News Rewind is to cover the kids and the schools, and your help and sponsorships allows us to expand what our coverage is going to be and help us become bigger and better with what we do, and continue to help us be on the cutting edge of any video coverage throughout the country as well. We are very passionate about what we do, about covering these kids. We've been over 15 years of broadcasting games and covering the kids in the state of Utah, and your support helps make it possible.
When I go to an employer, I have military variants and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Start of the second half and a 4-point lead for PG. So you're watching Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Dusty Litster with you. We got a good second half coming your way. If it's anything like that first half. As Jordan Ross sends up top and working around. It's Vaha pulling for three, and that's off the mark. Rebound taken by Christensen. Parker sends back up top to Holland. And a big thing for Skyridge here in the second half, in my opinion, is Duncan Reed getting going, and there he is, right on cue. Number 22 goes right to the rim and gets the bucket. They have got to have Duncan Reed in the second half. Three on the way, won't go. Rebound, offensive board, right to Daniel Minton as Vaha took up two defenders there. Vaha working on Yates, hanging on a pivot, he traveled. That has been consistently called tonight. If you like it or not, they have called it on both sides. It'll be Skyridge ball, 7:05 remaining in the third quarter, down 2. Second quarter did not match the first quarter output in scoring. Interested to see what we see out of the break as Carter crossed the key to Yates, and Yates ties us up at 37. Nice patience by Carter, and Yates so eerily close to that 3-second call. Outside to Ross. Jordan drops it inside to Minton. Back up top to Ross, working on Holland. Off the screen of Vaha. Minton looks inside to 4, can't get it to him. Ross for 3, lips out. Rebound taken by Yates. Skyridge with a chance to take the lead. Leave it for Yates. Cross court, Carter. Now Christensen. Parker, nice take. Splits the defenders and lays it in. Parker Christensen. Was a quiet offensive half for Parker. But a nice start here with that bucket. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 39-37. Jones over to Vaha. Isaac tries to go along that baseline, and it's saved in there by Minton. Ross baseline J, back rimmed. Minton with another offensive rebound. And we're tied at 39 with the board and bucket by Minton. 39 all. 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Reed, 4-3. A much-needed triple for Duncan Reed. 5 points in the third. Ross going at Holland. Gets his own board and bucket. Quickly the other way, Christensen. Gets past Vaha, right to the rim, and it's 4 points in the quarter for Christensen. And now a steal by Parker. Carter dying to get a 3 off. He could feel it. Just couldn't get him the ball. Here's Duncan Reed. Now Christensen. Parker sends back out to Carter, hangs on. Oh, nice find inside to Yates, reverses and scores. Dallin Yates. And it's a 5-point Skyridge lead and a great start. 13 points to start the third quarter. 4:39 left in the third and a 5-point lead for the Falcons. Watching Skyridge basketball on the Rewind Sports Network.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
.439 left in the third quarter, and quite the start for Skyridge. They now got a 5-point lead. Near side, Adams lob into Vaha. Gets around Yates, and Vaha lays that one in. I'm interested to see if they continue to go after that matchup. Because once you go into Yates, it's a different game. Anderson comes off the bench, and is not the same threat that Yates is on both ends of the floor as of now. In the corner, Reed now to Christensen. Parker gets by everyone, and Parker Christensen with 3 layups here in the quarter. Getting right to the rim each time. And working both sides of the rim. Oh, and now a foul on the floor. See if it goes on Holland or Reed. It goes on Holland. Second personal foul on Holland. The first team foul on Skyridge. As Vaha will come off the floor. And Hanks comes on. 3:45 to go in the third quarter. This quarter has been a lot different than that second quarter. It's so many fouls. All more flowing basketball here. Ross, step back, goes now inside. Send out to Mitten. Oh, he got caught the offensive foul here. Yeah, that off arm got away. Derrick Henry only gets away with that because it's football. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third. Skyridge looking to extend their lead. Christensen lobs it up. Carter goes and gets it. And the foul for Colby Carter. Beautiful feed from Parker Christensen. And Carter goes to the line. As Vaha comes on for Daniel Mitten. And Carter knocks down the free throw. 51-43. 3:10 to go in the third. Here's Hanks. Has back to Ross. Ross quickly inside. Vaha goes at Yates. Vaha no, gets his own board. Back up and in. Just love how light on his feet he is. You see how that translates to the football field. There's Carter hanging on the outside. Now Christensen. Lob inside to Yates. Defender was behind him, and Yates lays it in. That's a Region 1 charge. It's not happening in Region 4. And an 8-point lead. And if you've watched our Region 1 coverage, you know what I'm talking about. There's a charge every night underneath the hoop. Vaha short on the 3. Rebound to Christensen. On the run with the Falcons. Here they come. Christensen swatted away by Vaha. And we'll stay here with Skyridge. Quickly into Yates, and Yates lays it in. Beautiful set there. Coach Gardner, if you talk to coaches around the state, they tell you that he's got one of the best offenses, got so many sets, and you saw that out of bounds play. A technician on that one is they're going to have a defensive foul on Holland, and that is number 3 on Nick. Second team foul on Skyridge. Caden Adams, and now a foul. Oh, jump ball. Jump ball, possession error belongs to Skyridge. If you were with us on Friday night, that's what this game's starting to feel like. Starting to feel like the AF game. 1:55 to go in the third quarter. Skyridge threatening to go up 12, maybe 13 with the triple. Lob up to Yates, no. And rebound to Vaha. Here comes Ross. Ross transition tray, no. Rebound to Mitten. Send back out to Hanks. He's short on the 3, and the rebound taken by Yates. Holland drives, hangs, and hits. Nick Holland. It's a tough shot. And now a 12-point lead for Skyridge. Ross can't get that floater to go. That's out of bounds. Off of Pleasant Grove. Coming off the bench, there was Dylan Jones. There's also Duncan Reed back on the floor. Here goes Christensen. Outside, Reed for three. And it won't go. Rebound to Carter, blocked from behind by Ross. Yates with the loose ball. Yates goes right back at the rim. He can't get it. And it's Vaha coming away. Nice take. Ross can't finish on the push. Inside of a minute. Farmer down to 35 seconds. Apologize, lost track of time here. 30 seconds now remaining in the third quarter. Carter. And back to Holland, and what's been an impressive second, or probably third quarter. We're inside of 20 seconds. Down to 15. Now 10. Christensen working on Ross. Christensen gets around the defenders to the rim and got it. The third quarter ends the way it started. Parker Christensen going to